Nothing more depressing than watching a man go to work 5 days a week, be gone from his wife and his children, doing something he hates, go to work, hit the hammer.
Speaking of tools, I can tell that you are not the sharpest tool in the shed, Garrett. I can tell you never used a hammer, because if you have, you would know that you don't hit hammers.
Go to work, hit the hammer.
Let me enlighten you. A hammer is used to hit things, primarily nails. You probably do you some good to swing a hammer for 5 days of the week, because then you'd have a little more respect for the working class. You would then acquire some basic manly skills, you know, instead of just yelling at a bunch of dudes telling them how to be a man. I can tell that you've never used a hammer. And if you have, you weren't doing it properly. Probably don't know how to change a tire. You probably don't know how to properly use a drill. These are basic manly skills that I think you may have missed out on. Saying that there's nothing more depressing than seeing a man go to work 5 days of the week to support their family and do what it takes, make a sacrifice, be disciplined, is condescending. It's contradicting to the statements that you and other misguided mentors say about you gotta make sacrifices, you gotta suffer to grow. Wouldn't that be contradicting that statement? I mean, technically speaking, they are sacrificing, they are disciplining, they are grinding, they're doing uncomfortable things. So a little inconsistency there.
For you to make a pivot in the game of money, there has to be a decision. And that decision point is I have to move. I can no longer operate the way I'm operating.
Let me guess, Garrett, you want the working man to hear this message and have this epiphany and start investing their courses within you so you can show them how to be a man and sell their own courses. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this common narrative that the militant mentor always regurgitates in the self-help space. They want a working class man to hear something like this and get tired of working 5 days a week, get tired of doing something that they don't like doing. There's a fine line with this, all right? I agree with some of this, but this is exaggerated, and there's only one agenda by doing this, and that's to change your mindset, shift away from what you're doing that's actually working potentially, and start buying courses with him, and then figure out how to monetize what you're going to be starting to teach other people.